This afternoon you find me sitting at my desk, but the video that you're going to watch today, it's really to help all those of you who have a keyboard or a piano at home that you can use. What I'm going to show you is the notes that I use with my left hand and how I use my right hand to improvise and make up melodies while playing. Now, today's lesson isn't about playing in time or playing with the rhythm. All today's lesson is about you being able to find those notes yourself with help from people around you, because once you can remember that, you can start making up some lovely melodies and tunes with your right hand, and hopefully when we meet again you will be able to play me something that you've made up all on your own. Here we go. Let's take a look at the notes of the left hand. Before we find the notes of the left hand, we have to be able to recognize middle C on our keyboard. If you look closely at the keyboard, you will notice that the black notes are divided into groups of 3 and 2. 3, 2, 3, 2, 3, 2, 3, 2. And your keyboard might be shorter or longer than mine. The note middle C is roughly in the middle of the keyboard, right next to a group of 2 black notes. On my keyboard, here are my 2 black notes closest to the middle, and to the left of them we find this note. Have a listen to it. One more time. The group of 2 notes nearest the middle of your keyboard, and middle C is directly to the left. Once we have found that note, we can begin to look at how the other notes of the left hand work. You'll notice that I've taken away the green ones and the red ones, and we are left with our 3 blue notes. And if you look carefully, we go down to the next group of 2 black ones, and our first blue note starts to the left of those. It is also a C. Have a look carefully. Now, the way we place our dots is we start there, skip one, and skip another one. So we have these 3 notes here. I'm going to remove those so I can play it. Have a listen. Middle C. I'm using 2 hands to play it, but I can play it with just my left hand. Little finger, middle finger, thumb. And I'm going to try and push them all down at the same time. There's my blue. Now let's look at the green ones. That one stays the same. There. And there, and you'll notice these 2 have moved. Here's blue, and this hand, or these 2 fingers, move up 1 note each. That one moves up and that one moves up, and green is over there. Let's have a look. Blue and green, and blue and green. remove the dots and use one hand, blue and green and blue. Notice how my fingers are changing. Now if you can change between blue and green, red becomes easy. I'm going to stop on green for a minute. Now, red is exactly the same position, but one note up. So I'm going to freeze my hand on green and then move it up one note. Watch carefully. Did you see that? Let me show you again. Green, one note up, and I'm playing red. Let me show you those three colors again. Blue, green, and red. Let's have a look at them.
Blue, green, red.
Look at those notes carefully. Remember, middle C is to the left of those two black ones, and you can see how my colors fit in. Now if you can get somebody to help you and work out where these colors are, and you can get those sounds in your head, I can show you how to begin to use this series of notes to improvise and make up your own melodies. My left hand is going to play blue. My right hand is going to play any of these notes here in any order that I like, and I'm just going to make things up. Have a listen. And when this chord becomes soft so I can't hear it, I'm going to play it again. Keep playing this chord anytime you want. Anytime you are not sure of the sound, just play it again and keep experimenting. But don't go further than these 1, middle C, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's put this person here to remind us. Let's change my left hand to green and do exactly the same thing. Now let's try red. Remember, I'm moving this hand one note up from green to red. Now I can try anything I like over here again. And then back to blue. Some tips to remember. When you start, you don't need to use all your fingers in your right hand. Like I am, you can just practice using one finger to start with. Have a listen. Blue. Or green. Or red. And back to blue. Another thing is don't jump around between these notes. Don't make big jumps all the time. It doesn't quite sound right. Have a listen. and get it to flow as if you were speaking to somebody. Green. Notice how every now and then I stop on a note, and what I'm actually doing is thinking what I want to do next. Red. And blue. One other little tip. When I end, you will notice that I always end on blue and on middle C. And that's because it is where I started, blue. And when I end, let's go to green, red, and blue. It makes for a very, very nice ending. Did you notice that this hand never went outside of these 8 notes that I showed you? Have a go yourselves and see how you get along learning these 3 chords, blue, green, red, and making things up while you're doing it.